Howdy everyone, I'm Tasty, and on today's video we're going to be taking a look at games for the week, why EA should be changing their way, new Splinter Cell Game rumors, and somebody that just cannot get enough of WoW Classic. And also remember to check out the YouTuber's Discord channel link that I'm going to leave in the description. It's just full with people that are willing to help anybody out that's looking to get into making online content for streaming, let's plays, or anything else in between. And also remember to check out those couple of channels right underneath that link, so that way you guys can show some love to somebody else from the actual server there. And remember to like, subscribe, and share this video, because if you do share the video and we get more people, we're going to make this channel strong and into something awesome. Blasphemous looks like a 2D side-scroller roguelike game, but what makes this game different than all the other ones that's come out in this genre is the gore. From what I've seen of this game and from the trailers and reading online is that this plays like a gothic kid's wet dream. Hell, one of the trailers starts off with some blood pouring out from a cut. You can look forward to being creeped out by Blasphemous on September 10th. eFootball PES 2020 looks like a regular old soccer game, just probably not as monetized as FIFA, but that's kind of hard to do. Not much to say here other than that it's just another soccer game. If you guys do love soccer and don't have FIFA, then well, there you go. You can get this also on September 10th. Greedfall has been a game on my radar since I first saw it last year at E3. If you like BioWare games and have an itch that can only be scratched by RPGs like Dragon Age, then you might want to pick up this game. I've seen some gameplay, and what I have seen, it looks great, and it's getting good reviews from the people that have played it. Hopefully this is a good start for Spider's development studio, as the games in the past were met with just so-so reviews. You can get this game yourself on September 10th. NHL 20 is coming out September 10th, and just like with eFootball PES 2020, there's not much to really say here. It's a hockey game, and if you like hockey and want the most updated roster and the best looks for the game, then you might want to pick this up. But there are plenty of other games to pick from this week as well, but if you do, again, you like hockey and you want to get this game, go ahead and get it. But just keep in mind that it is made by EA, so I would be a little worried by microtransactions that are being placed in the game. But again, you can pick this up on September 10th. Borderlands 3, what hasn't been said about this game already? If you like, crazy first-person shooter games and a lot of action thrown in with really witty comedy, then you already know this game is coming out. There's been some controversy around the game's release, due to it being an Epic Games exclusive for the PC and whatnot. But I don't think that's really derailed the hype for this game, and there isn't much more time to wait, because either Borderlands 3 is coming on September 13th. Daemon X Machina had a rough start earlier this year when they put out a demo, and it just didn't go over that great. But since the most recent demo that Marvelous Entertainment has put out, I can say without a doubt that Marvelous Entertainment has definitely turned things around. They have vastly improved all of the gameplay in such a short time that you have to really appreciate that. And this is just rather than, taking all that negative feedback and letting them drag them down and not doing anything to the game, they took that feedback and actually made a game worth checking out. And you can see that for yourself right now if you do own a Switch. The demo is already out and you can go play it. And if you don't want to play the demo and you want to play the actual game, that'll be out September 13th. And the last game to look forward to this week is NASCAR Heat 4. I can turn left better than you. Now, it's not surprising that this game hasn't gotten a lot of attention since it is a racing game, and unless it's something like Need for Speed Heat or whatnot, it's probably not going to get much attention. But NASCAR, Heat 4, if you do like NASCAR and you want to play as your favorite driver, this game will actually be out on September 13th. I do just have a couple of quick mentions before we get into some of those bigger news stories of the week. Nintendo did put out a video after their Direct the day after there, where it kind of seems like they're making a Wii Fit type of device for the Switch. You get to strap a Joy-Con to your leg, put another one in a wheel, and kind of play around with your friends. And as you're seeing here in the short clip that they've put out, It does seem a little weird, but it is one of those things that we're gonna have to wait and see because they really didn't give a whole lot of information other than putting out this video. Next here, I just wanted to mention Astral Chain's one of my favorite games of the week so far. I played the crap out of it to the point that I did beat it, and it was really good. Somebody needs to make an anime, if not from that game, the concepts of the game, because it was such a good concept and I was really hooked into the story. It was great gameplay as far as the fighting and everything. The only thing I didn't like was the actual, platforming aspect where you'd have to play it for yourself to kind of get it. You get to drag yourself across certain things with your Legion character, which is like a big creature you get. Either or, just wanted to mention that, that their Astral Chain hitting the charts, at least over in the UK, did make #1. And also, don't review bomb something because it's an exclusive. Like, people are actually going to Metacritic and everything, and they're review bombing the game because it's an exclusive to Nintendo. That's just how companies sell consoles, so don't be a douchebag and do that. And lastly here in the little quick mentions, UK Parliament has a Twitch channel now. Not much to really mention there. If you do like politics and you watch Twitch over anything else, you can see them debate that. Bernie Sanders has one in the States here for us. I've never personally checked out his Twitch, but it's something that you can go and see if you want to learn, I guess, about UK Parliament. So last week, the Splinter Cell Game rumor mill kind of made its rounds online, and you might be saying to yourself, oh yeah, we're going to be getting a Splinter Cell game, all that kind of fun stuff. Well, it might seem that we were getting one a lot closer than you might think. GameStop did put out an ad for replica goggles from Splinter Cell, which doesn't seem too weird in and of itself, seeing as GameStop does sell memorabilia and collectibles from games. The weird thing about it, though, is that, I quote, for the first time since the introduction of Splinter Cell in 2002, after 9 top-selling AAA Plus games with a 10th on the horizon, this is your first time to own, or first chance to own, Sam Fisher's signature high-frequency sonar goggles. And as you can tell, the rumor part from that is that we have a 10th game on the horizon. If you take a quick look at the Splinter Cell wiki page, it only shows 7 games for the Splinter Cell name in and of itself, but it does accredit Sam Fisher to be in 2 other games. So that could be where they're getting their 9 games from. But it wouldn't be outside the norm to put him into something like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, as they just did that last year with Ghost Recon Wilds. So it is one of those things that I would kind of wait and see, what's going to happen with that, because they also, earlier this year, around July, they had rumors of a VR game coming out with Splinter Cell. And VR Focus did just report that they are, Ubisoft is gearing up and making a team for an unannounced VR game based on, and I quote, one of their best IPs. So I would kind of hold off speculation on a new Splinter Cell game. As much as I would love a new Splinter Cell game and to play as Sam Fisher again, I really don't think we're going to get one, at least this year, because it's too soon to kind of, build hype for a game for the holiday season, or too late, I mean, to build hype for the holiday season, as, we only have 3-4 more months left of the year here. So I would bet if they were going to make a new Splinter Cell game that wasn't VR or anything, that would come out actually next year. So I would kind of, like I said, wait and see, as these are all just rumors, and just kind of take it all with a grain of salt. But I would be super excited to see a new Splinter Cell game. So Ubisoft, please make a new Splinter Cell game. Now, this WoW Classic user either needs to be cut off from his electronics, or he's a secret genius, because PCGamer.com put out this article showing this guy leveling up his priest off of his iPhone. He did post some pictures on Reddit, and his name was Real Bad Penny Stocks, and he was over 100 miles away from his PC while actually playing WoW Classic. So it's relatively simple to do this, and I'll leave a link in the description to the actual article so you can, because it does have a guide in there of how to do it. But essentially you're just, adding WoW Classic to your Steam library, downloading the Steam link on your phone or tablet or something, and then playing it that way. So if you do want to have WoW Classic on the go, which who says the Switch has the best gaming library on the go? Come on. But if you do want to have WoW Classic on the go, follow the instructions in that article and you'll be good to go. But just keep in mind, this guy was doing this at work, and I would recommend not leveling up your character at work, because getting that level 60 in WoW Classic is not worth losing your job over. Lastly here, let's talk about my favorite Guinness Book of World Record that I haven't had one in a long time, but this one kind of rose to the ranks, and it's EA having the most downvoted comment on Reddit. It's actually official. Guinness Book of World Records put it in this year's edition of Guinness Book of World Records. And if you're a little confused as to what's going on here, let me explain. So in 2017, before Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2 coming out, EA, one of their team managers actually had to take to Reddit and post something on there, and he said something along the lines of, you will feel a sense of accomplishment from actually playing this many hours and unlocking the particular character that you're wanting to unlock, but the only downside to that is that you can go and buy them in loot boxes, so it kind of makes all of that a moot point, and seems like they made it an artificial grind to force you to buy their loot boxes. And you have to keep in mind, this is the same game that got a bunch of countries looking into loot boxes and investigating them, so that way we can be more safer and not have gambling mechanics in games. Either or, now that you're caught up a little bit here, EA does have the most downvoted comment in Reddit, of holding 683,000 downvotes of all time. And this story is just funny to me because they hold that, and this is just one of those things that unless another company or somebody else comes out and they're stupider than EA, then they're going to hold this record for a very long time. And I want them to hold it so that way they can look back on it and be like, we shouldn't do that again. Yeah, that's what they should think. They should, I hope somebody from Guinness World Records sent them a plaque, because, oh God, I would love to have been there when the CEO opened that. He's like, oh man, I got a world record from Guinness. Oh, you kidding me? It's for the most downvoted comments on Reddit. So, it's funny to see, because, this user, Amasha, gotta love him. They posted a video, or not a video, but a photo of the actual page that you can see here, kind of explaining everything that was going on and why they have the most downvoted comment on Reddit. But it just goes to show you, you can't do stuff like that, or your fans are going to come after you. And now it's something that is immortalized in the Guinness Book of World Records. So there you go. Well, that's our video for today. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I had a lot of fun here making it. Remember, to comment down below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on any of the games upcoming this week, because I am kind of looking forward to Greedfall. Borderlands 3 is kind of a wait and see deal for me, but I've played the last two and loved them. I'm probably going to love this one and get it whenever it comes out. But Greedfall, yeah, look at that. Check it out. Also, comment down below for any of your thoughts on any of the news stories that we may have gone over today, because I would love to know what you guys thought, especially about that EA downvoted situation, or if you're a WoW player and want to have WoW on the go. There you go. Either or here, please comment down below with all of your thoughts on anything in the video so far. Also, like the video. If you did like the video, hit the like button. If you're liking the video and not hitting the like button, I will hunt you down. I can promise you that. Also, dislike somewhere around there. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can stay notified of every time I post a video. And also share this video so we can get this channel growing a lot more than it has. And as always, I am Tasty, and have a wonderful gaming night.